Hi, I'm Leroy Loggins, and I would like to introduce you to Skillfast basketball. Skillfast basketball has been created to help you learn all the skills you need to know to play the game of basketball. It will cover shooting, rebounding, defense, passing, dribbling and communication, as well as game preparation, nutrition and fitness. There is also a special section on home practice and some of my tips on how you can improve your basketball game. The Skillfast method is a new training system designed to help you learn and improve your basketball skills. You can develop the correct technique for each skill by doing 5 good repetitions in slow motion, 5 good repetitions at half pace, and 5 good repetitions at full match pace. When practicing your basketball skills, concentrate on doing the right movements. Start slow, learn fast. There is no one way to shoot in basketball. You just have to do everything you can to get the ball in the basket. In this section, we will look at layups, jump shots, foul shots, and some of my favorite trick shots. The layup is used when you have a clear run at the basket. For layups, you need to be able to shoot with either hand and have the ball under your control at all times. As you approach the basket, dribble with the hand that is furthest from the hoop. If you're on the right-hand side of the court, use your right hand. If you're on the left-hand side of the court, use your left hand. Jump with the leg that is closest to the center of the court. If you're on the right-hand side, jump off your left leg. If you're on the left-hand side, jump off your right leg. Extend your dribbling hand to guide the ball against the backboard and into the hoop. When shooting from the right-hand side of the court, aim for just inside the right-hand side of the square. When shooting from the left, aim for just inside the left-hand side of the square. In a game of basketball, you will often need to get above your opponent to shoot. When using a jump shot, place your fingertips on the lines running across the ball and face the basket front on. Stand with feet shoulder width apart and knees slightly bent. Prepare to shoot with your shooting hand behind the ball and your other hand on the side of the ball. Step into your shot. As you jump, make sure that you push hard enough with your legs to leave the ground and to give your shot the power it needs to go in. Follow through with your fingertips to put backspin on the ball. This makes sure that if it hits the backboard or rim, there is still a good chance of your shot going in. Always watch the flight of the ball once you have released it. Foul shots are free throws at the basket given after a foul has been committed. The foul shot technique is also the basic shooting technique that you should try to use as often as possible. Place your fingertips on the lines running across the ball and face the basket front on. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and knees slightly bent. Prepare to shoot with your shooting hand behind the ball and your other hand on the side of the ball. Bend your knees and push up through your legs and arms. As you release the ball, straighten your shooting arm and direct the ball towards the basket. Remember, legs are for power, arms are for accuracy. Follow through with your fingertips to put backspin on the ball and watch it all the way to the basket. Begin by doing 5 shots in slow motion. Concentrate on using correct technique. Speed up your movement to half pace and do 5 good repetitions. Finally, speed up your movement to full match pace and do another 5 good repetitions. Begin by practicing the layup from a standing position. Do 10 from the right and 10 from the left. When you're ready, try doing one-step layup. 10 from the right and 10 from the left. When you're ready, dribble towards the basket. This is a great way of getting into the right rhythm to do good layups. When practicing your jump shot, begin by shooting close to the basket. Shoot from as many places on the court as possible. When you're ready, try shooting further away from the basket. When you're ready, move out towards the three-point line. See how many shots you can score in 10 goes. The best way to practice your foul shot is to shoot the ball into the basket as many times as you can in a row. Once you miss a shot, start counting from 0. The more good shots you can do in a row, the easier it will be to get them right when they really count. Rebounding is the ability to gain possession of the basketball after a missed shot. Rebounding can be used in both defensive and attacking situations. Box out your opponent. When a shot has been taken, move between them and the basket. Stand with your feet apart and legs slightly bent. This will help you with your balance and strength when you get pushed around and will also prepare you to jump. Keep your elbows up and out so that you can prevent your opponent from getting in front of you. Once you have both feet on the ground with the ball in your possession, keep your elbows up and out with your back to your opponents. Decide where you should pass the ball next and do it quickly when you can. If you need to dribble before you pass and you are not a great ball handler, 2 dribbles should be enough to get you out of trouble. To practice rebounding on your own, throw the ball against the backboard and use correct technique to box out and rebound. When you're ready, practice with a partner. Box out your opponent and keep your elbows up when you hit the ground. If you have 4 more players to practice with, you can try team rebounding. As the ball moves through the air toward the basket, set your defensive group up in a triangle below the basket and rebound. I improved my skills as a young player by spending more time on the basketball court than most other people did. Every spare minute I had, I tried to spend it on the basketball court, and I always made sure that when I did drills or certain activities, I tried to do them correctly. Playing good defense is just as important as scoring baskets. In this section, we will look at man-to-man defense, blocking shots, and how you can react in certain defensive situations. Man-to-man defense is an effective way of preventing your opponents from scoring. When guarding your opponents, make sure that you can see the ball and your opponent at all times. Move your body by sliding your feet without letting them leave the floor. Side to side, side to side. Don't allow yourself to be fooled by your opponents. When they have the ball, watch it carefully and don't overcommit yourself. When your opponent doesn't have the ball, make sure you stay with them and be prepared to intercept any passes that come their way. To do this, always keep your arm up in the passing lane. That's the area that the ball must travel in to get to your opponent. When your opponents shoot, try to block their shots. When blocking, you have to be careful that you don't foul your opponents. As you jump, plant both feet on the ground and jump straight up. Use one hand to block. This will help you keep your balance. If you can't block your opponent's shots, it is still good to attempt to block, as it may distract them from shooting the basket. When playing man-to-man defense, it's always, rule number 1 is always basketball, me, man if I'm away from the basketball. So I'm one pass away, Amy's guarding the basketball, I'm one pass away, I should be at least 2/3 away from the ball with a hand in the passing lane, trying to deflect any pass that tries to go to the opposition player. Also, I'm off my man a little bit because if Brooke tries to dribble into the inside of the court and beat Amy, I can help out momentarily. I can help out for a split second, and then I can rotate back to my man. Now, as you can see, first I was 1 pass away, now I'm 2 passes away. I'm guarding Jordan here, so I don't get on my man up tight because I have to be able to help out just in case Brooks beats Amy and Olivia cannot help. Then I'm the second man on defensive line. I got to be able to get here and help out momentarily until Amy can recover. Then I still have to get back to my man and try to deflect any passes that are coming along. Okay? The same rule applies. I'm 2 passes away. I get off my man a little bit. Okay? 1 pass away, I'm a little bit closer. But because I'm 2 passes away, I get off my man and I always see ball, me, man. Begin by pointing your guns and stepping quickly on the spot with your knees bent. This is a great exercise to use to improve your fitness for defense. When you're ready, practice your body movements around the court. Point your guns and close out at the 3-point line. Closing out is moving quickly to get to your opponents and to prevent them from shooting. With a partner, practice closing them down as quickly as you can. Keep them away from the center of the court by making them move to the corners. This will make it difficult for them to get near the basket. The quickest way to move the basketball around the court is through passing. In this section, we will look at the chest pass, the bounce pass, the overhead pass, and the baseball pass. The chest pass can be used to pass the ball quickly and accurately to a teammate. Spread your fingers around both sides of the ball. Step towards your target and pass the ball from the middle of your chest. Extend your arms fully to guide the ball to your teammate. Follow through to make the ball spin slightly backwards by pushing your hands out and away from your body. You should finish up with the palms of your hands facing the floor. The bounce pass can be used when there's an opponent nearby who could intercept a chest pass. Spread your fingers around each side of the ball. Step towards your target and pass the ball from the middle of your chest. Aim to make it bounce 2/3 of the way between you and your target. The idea is to make the ball easy for your teammate to receive it around waist height. Follow through by pushing your hands out and away from your body with your palms facing the floor. To get the ball over your opponents, use an overhead pass. Spread your fingers around each side of the ball. Step towards your target and flick your wrist quickly to release the ball. Make sure you throw the ball from above your head and not from behind it. Follow through by pushing your hands out and away from your body with palms facing the floor. The baseball pass is a great pass to use on a breakaway when your teammates are down court. Use one hand with fingers spread to bring the ball back over your shoulder. Step towards your target with the opposite foot to your passing hand. If you're passing with your right hand, step with your left foot. If you're passing with your left hand, step with your right foot. Pass the ball and follow through with your arm pointing at the target. You can put slight backspin on the ball by snapping your wrist down as you release it. Begin by doing 5 passes in slow motion. Speed up your movement to half pace and do 5 good repetitions. Speed up your movement to full match pace and do another 5 good passes. Begin by practicing all these passes with a partner. Concentrate on passing the ball straight through their hands. Now move up and down the court, doing each pass at full match pace. When you're ready, try using 2 balls at once. This is a fun practice and one that may take you a little while to get good at. The best advice I could give to a young player is make sure that you take clear instructions from your coach and make sure that you do everything correctly. Fast doesn't always mean correct. Sometimes you have to slow it down. Dribbling is the ability to move the ball around the court by bouncing it and keeping it under your control. In this section, we will look at the basic dribbling technique, dribbling for speed, and some great dribbling moves you can use to dazzle your opponents. The dribbling technique is used when standing, moving slowly, or moving at full pace. Spread your fingers and use your fingertips, not your palms, to bounce the ball. Bend your knees slightly and bounce the ball no higher than your waist height. Remember, the higher you bounce the ball, the more chance your opponents have of stealing it from you. Keep your head up so that you can see the basket, your teammates, and your opponents. If you look down when you dribble, you'll have no idea what's going on around the court. Often, when you dribble, you will need to keep the ball away from your opponents. When protecting the ball, keep your body between the ball and your opponent. That is why you should learn to dribble with both hands. If the defender is on your left, dribble with your right hand. If the defender is on your right, dribble with your left hand. Use the hand that you're not dribbling with to protect the ball. You can't push anybody, but you can stop them from getting around you. To get down court quickly or to get away from an opponent, you need to dribble with pace. When dribbling for speed, push the ball out in front of you. This allows you to move quicker across the court, but you have to be careful that you don't travel. Keep the ball under your control. Moving quickly will make it more difficult to stop and change direction, so make sure you keep the ball away from your opponents at all times. Begin by dribbling in slow motion. Concentrate on using good technique and keeping your head up. Now speed up your movement to half pace. Keep the ball under your control. Finally, speed up your movement and dribble at full match pace. Begin by practicing your dribbling skills with chairs or other obstacles as your opponents. Remember to protect the ball well and don't bounce it too high. When you're ready, try the quick hands exercise. This will help you to get a good feel for the ball as well as improve your hand-eye coordination. If you have 3 or more players to practice with, you can play dribble knockout. In a small area, each player must dribble their own ball and at the same time try to knock out other players by pushing their balls out of the area. This game will help you to improve your dribbling technique and your awareness on the court. In the game of basketball, communication is a big part of the game. You must be able to communicate with your players and your coaches. Call for the ball. Let your team know when you're in a position to receive it. Listen to your coach. Even if you don't agree with everything they say, it is good to listen to other people's ideas. When defending, not everyone will be able to see what the player with the ball is doing. If your opponent is about to shoot, call out shot so that everyone knows they have to get ready to rebound. If you're the person to close down the player with the ball, let your teammates know by calling out ball. Any form of communication with your teammates and your coach will help you to be a better basketball player. I prepare for a basketball game by making sure I eat the right foods before I play. Second of all, I like to have what I call timeout, where I spend at least an hour or 2 hours going over in my mind what I'm supposed to do in the basketball game. That way, when the game starts, I'm already ahead. I know what I should be doing and what I have to do to win. Preparing to play basketball will help you to prevent injuries and play your best. In this section, we will look at warm-ups, stretching, and cool-downs. Doing a warm-up before playing basketball is essential. A warm-up will help you prepare to play by working the muscles that you're going to use and by exercising your mind as well. Some good warm-up exercises for basketball include running with your knees up, kicking your feet up behind you, jogging, and the grapevine. Stretching can reduce the risk of injury, increase your speed and power, and help you feel ready to play. When stretching, begin each stretch slowly. Hold it still for around 15 seconds and slowly release the stretch. This should not be painful. It should just feel like a tension in your muscles. Good stretches for basketball include calves, hamstrings, quadriceps, and shoulders. After training in games, you should always do a cool down. A cool down helps your muscles to relax and recover before your next game or training session. When doing a cool down, begin with some light physical activity followed by a good stretch. Not only is the physical and mental side of basketball important, but also what you eat plays a big part in how you perform. To give yourself the energy you need to play basketball, you should try to eat the right foods. Carbohydrates give your body the energy it needs for exercise. Try to eat foods such as rice, pasta, bread, breakfast cereal, fruit, and vegetables that are high in carbohydrates. Proteins help your muscles to recover from training in games. Protein-rich foods include meat, fish, nuts, and dairy products such as milk, cheese, and yogurt. Many dairy products are also high in fat, so try to select the low-fat varieties. Although fat is essential for our bodies, too much fat is not good for basketball players. And try not to eat too much junk food. Eating before and after training and games will help to give you the energy you need to play basketball. A medium-sized meal 2 to 3 hours before you play and a small meal within 1 hour of finishing your game will go a long way to helping you to play your best. During a game of basketball, your body will lose water, so you need to drink plenty of fluid before, during, and after games to replace the water that you lose. Be careful not to use another person's cup or drink bottle, as this may spread disease or infection. Make sure that you always have your own drink bottle to drink from. Basketball requires a high level of fitness so that you can play and enjoy every game. Aerobic fitness is your body's ability to use oxygen you breathe in to make energy. The more exercise you do, the more oxygen your body needs. A jog around the court or local park will help you to improve your aerobic fitness so that you don't get tired when you play. Try to increase either the speed or distance that you run each time. Players should only look to improve their aerobic fitness if they feel they need to do extra training. To improve your agility and footwork, try jumping to the left and right-hand sides of an obstacle. See how many jumps you can do in 30 seconds. To improve your speed, you can do half-court runs. Run as fast as you can to the midcourt line and walk back. This is a great way of improving your fitness. Race against your friends to see who's the quickest over short distances. Playing basketball at home is an opportunity for you to improve your skills. Basketball is a great game to play at home because all you need is a ball, and if you have one, a basket. Here are some games you can play around the home. You can play OUT out in pairs or a small group. All players must shoot from the same spot each time. Once everybody has had their shot, choose a new place to shoot from. When a player misses, they receive a letter. The first time the letter is O, the second time the letter is U, and the third time the letter is T. If a player misses 3 shots, they will have O, U, and T, and therefore they are out of the competition. In basket shootout, each player gets 60 seconds to shoot as many shots as they can, and the player who scores the most wins. If you have a court to play on, you can play around the world. Begin at one end of the key and work your way around each mark to the other side. If you shoot and score, move on to the next mark. If you miss, take a second shot. If you miss your second shot, go back to the start. The first player to get from one side to the other wins the game. There are lots of other games and activities you can use to help you improve as a basketball player. Thank you for watching Skillfast Basketball. I hope you enjoyed the program, and I also hope that you have as much fun playing the game as I have.